Hello, thank God you made it. It's day 4 of the 2022 Digital Citizenship Week with Top Flighters Academy, and your host is Teacher Funke Apan. It's a pleasure to have you on today's session. Having introduced 4 of the 9 elements of digital citizenship, I'm going to quickly go through 3 other elements of digital citizenship. Don't forget, this week we're just looking at just the introductory part of digital citizenship to educators, why they need to implement this teaching solution in their classroom. So the fifth one for this session is digital etiquette. Digital etiquette, which also we have a term called netiquette. Netiquette got it from the word net and etiquette. So digital etiquette has to do with the right way of communicating with people online, how to communicate with people responsibly, respectfully, and in a kind manner. That is what that entails. So if we have children, we have pupils who are digital native, we need to let them know that it's not proper, it's not appropriate to just speak to people anyhow, to just make comments on posts without thinking of the state of mind of the person you're replying or sending an email to. So a quick one, examples of digital etiquette. One is that you don't post mean comments. You don't make mean comments on people's posts. And then if you need to make any post or any comment, think about it. Is it, if I'm to see this person, if I'm talking to this person face to face, and then I make such comment, will the person be happy? No. So that's where empathy comes in. When communicating with people, ask yourself, put yourself in their own shoes. That's where empathy comes in, and then we have perspective taking. If this is to be said to me, will I be happy about it? Other example is that you don't tag people just because you feel like tagging them. You need to seek their consent before you tag them. So some people might tag you something that you're not so much aware of. What if it's an illicit content rather? So that's why it's better you don't just tag people and you don't accept taggings anyhow. You don't post people's pictures or items without their permission. Okay, and then also making comment in capital letters can sometimes be seen as being offensive. So let's know all of these right ways to communicate online. So as teachers, as we're raising digital native, let's ensure we let them know the appropriate manners of communicating while they are online. And as every organization or community have their own rules, even while they're online, any community they belong to online, they have their rules too. And let's tell them to always ensure they adhere to the rules and regulations guiding any online community. That brings us to the sixth digital element, the sixth element of digital citizenship, which has to do with digital laws. Digital laws. Generally, laws are set of rules and regulations that guide people of a community, that guide citizens. So, despite the fact that that digital natives, they have laws also guiding every one of us online, even though most people right now abuse it. So the truth is that sometimes if you do some things online, you can get fined for it. You can also be put in jail for that particular action. So when you take people's content without a prior information, when you turn people's information to become yours, that is not good. That is something not too good for us in this age and time. So infringing on people's privacy, okay, it's part of what digital laws. So even outside the digital society, when you take something that does not belong to you, that is stealing. So that's what we call online theft, taking online properties, people's intellectual properties, and converting it to yours. It's not a good or appropriate behavior in the online society. An example of that is hacking into people's system or into people's account, stealing someone's identity. Those are also bullying people online is not good. Using your words to bring people down, that is not so good. Quick one, that's the sixth one. Now the seventh one, we have digital rights and responsibilities. Digital rights and responsibilities. Every citizen in every community, they have that right. We have even the fundamental human rights, the right to express or freedom of speech, the right to owning property, the right to education, and all of that. We have rights to online as digital natives. So this has to do with making the learners know that they have their rights, they have their privileges to be online. So if they have rights and privilege to be online, they should not misuse it. So if they have right to freedom of speech even online, that doesn't mean that they should make their post, their comment to bring other people down. That's where we see the case of cyberbullying in our age today. So in a nutshell, digital rights and responsibilities means the privileges and freedoms extended to all digital technology users and the behavioral expectations that comes with them. So there are behaviors and expectations that come with everyone who uses the internet, everyone who belongs to a particular community. So we need to make our students aware of their rights, at the same time the policies guiding the digital society. So because they are the next generation of computer users, so they have the right to express themselves online, but not at the extent of harming people. They should be taught to practice empathy, perspective taking, and critical thinking. So another thing we should tell our learners is that this age and time, they shouldn't just be consumer of every knowledge they see online. Let's make them to understand that they are intelligent too. They can also be part of people that build the online community. Let's make them understand they can be creators of knowledge, not just consumer of it. So they have the right to make others feel less of themselves. They have the right to report cyberbullying or any post that is bad online. Most times on the social media, we see there's a part there that you have reports post. So if they notice any illicit post, any post that is degrading or immoral, they can actually report it to the owner or the maker of that particular social media app they are making use of. So today we've looked at digital etiquette, digital laws, and digital rights and responsibilities. Just as in every normal society, there are laws guiding everyone. And the truth is that we adults need to model this. Whatever children see adults doing, they see that as being the right thing. And looking at social media today, looking at the internet today, it filled with so many junks from adults. So as it is that we are raising a new generation, let's be conscious of the content we put out there as adults, out there as teachers, even as schools, even as organizations, because of the future generation we are having. Let's be mindful of whatever content, and let's keep telling them that there are laws guiding even the digital society, so that they don't just do things anyhow, and then they get into trouble, and then sometimes there's some trouble that it's not only the culprit that is in trouble, other people around the culprit too are put or is in trouble. Okay, thank you for listening to me today. So we have two more elements of digital citizenship to run through tomorrow. So see